Imagine waiting nearly 4 decades for a chance to make history. Imagine carrying the hopes of an entire nation. Now imagine doing it with just seconds left on the clock. That's exactly what Canada did in one of the most dramatic matches of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. When the final whistle blew, Canadian players collapsed onto the pitch in tears. Fans filled the stadium with deafening cheers. Millions watching around the world witnessed a moment that will be remembered as one of the greatest nights in Canadian football history. But here's the incredible part. Very few people predicted Canada would even reach this stage of the tournament. So how did Canada go from underdogs to knockout qualifiers? What tactical decisions changed the match? And could this be the beginning of an unforgettable Cinderella story? Let's dive into one of the biggest moments of the World Cup so far. Canada arrived at the 2026 FIFA World Cup carrying enormous expectations. Unlike previous generations, this Canadian squad entered the tournament with confidence after years of steady improvement. Investments in youth development, a stronger domestic league, and more players competing in Europe's top leagues have transformed Canadian football. Still, many analysts believed Canada would struggle once the knockout pressure arrived. Throughout the group stage, however, they showed remarkable discipline. Instead of relying solely on individual brilliance, Canada played as a complete team. Their defensive organization frustrated opponents. Their midfield controlled possession during crucial moments. And every player seemed willing to fight for every loose ball. That resilience would become the defining characteristic of this historic match. From kickoff, both teams understood what was at stake. South Africa defended with tremendous determination, making life difficult for Canada's attackers. Canada dominated possession for long stretches, but found it difficult to create clear-cut scoring opportunities. Every attack seemed to end with a blocked shot or a timely interception. As the minutes passed, tension inside the stadium grew. Fans began checking the clock after every stoppage. Players looked exhausted. Coaches paced nervously along the touchline. With only minutes remaining, many supporters feared Canada's World Cup dream might end in heartbreak. But football often rewards teams that refuse to give up. Deep into stoppage time, Canada launched one final attack. The midfield recovered possession and quickly moved the ball forward. The passing became faster. The defenders pushed higher. Every player sensed this might be the final opportunity. Then came the decisive moment. Steven Eustáquio found space inside the penalty area. The pass arrived perfectly. Without hesitation, he struck the ball toward goal. Time seemed to stand still. The goalkeeper reacted. The defenders scrambled, and then the ball crossed the line. The stadium exploded. Canadian substitutes sprinted from the bench. Supporters embraced complete strangers. Players fell to the ground in celebration. But there was still one more obstacle: VAR. For several agonizing moments, nobody knew whether the goal would stand. Players anxiously watched the referee. Fans held their breath. Then came the signal: goal confirmed. History made. This victory means far more than simply advancing to the next round. It represents years of investment in Canadian football finally paying off. For decades, Canada was viewed primarily as a hockey nation. Soccer often existed in the background. But today, the story is changing. Young Canadian players now compete in Europe's biggest leagues. Youth participation continues to grow. The national team believes it can compete with football's traditional powerhouses. Moments like this inspire an entire generation. Somewhere across Canada, thousands of children watched this match and dreamed of representing their country one day. That's the true impact of nights like this. Now comes the biggest challenge yet: the knockout stage. Every mistake becomes magnified. Every chance matters. Canada will likely face stronger opponents with more World Cup experience. But momentum can be one of the most powerful forces in football. Could Canada become this tournament's biggest surprise? Could they shock another football giant? Or has their magical run already reached its peak? Only time will tell. One thing is certain: no opponent will underestimate Canada ever again. What do you think? Can Canada continue this incredible journey and reach the quarterfinals or even beyond? Leave your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more FIFA World Cup 2026 breaking news, match analysis, predictions, and unforgettable football stories.